Hi friends, I'm Amanda from I Am Baker, and we're gonna make a peanut butter butterscotch dessert pizza. So let's go ahead and get started on the base of our pizza, and it starts with, of course, peanut butter. I chose this recipe specifically. It doesn't have any flour in it. And then to that, we're going to add our granulated sugar and some brown sugar that's packed. I think this is about a half cup. I got it. I'm gonna let these ingredients come together, and then we're gonna slowly add in our egg. Just one room temperature egg. I'm gonna add a smidgen of baking soda. I do want a little bit of rise to this, and then just a pinch of salt. All right, I want these ingredients to come together. I want it to pull away from the side just a little bit because I'm gonna roll it out into that beautiful pizza shape. And to do that, I need it to kind of really bond and come together. So I'll give it probably just another 30 seconds in the mixer. This is just about perfect. It's really coming away from the sides of the bowl, meaning it's bonded to itself, which is what we want. So I'm ready to turn it out here. And then I just have a pizza pan with a piece of parchment paper on it. And I'm going to put this cookie dough right on the pan. Get as much as you can out of there. And then I'm going to just kind of press it together a little bit before I start rolling it out. And to do that, I'm gonna grab another piece of parchment paper. All right, so this is coming together. What's happening here is we are rolling this out to be a thin, basic layer of pizza, like you think of pizza dough. I wanna try and work it to see if I can get it to be as round as possible. All right, let's check our progress. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna pop this into a 350-degree oven for like 8 to 12 minutes. I don't wanna cook it completely. I don't want brown edges, and I'll show you why in just a second, but I'm gonna go put this in right now. I just popped that peanut butter cookie into the oven. We're gonna let that bake, and while that's baking, I'm going to make my sauce. I need 1 stick of butter, which is 113 grams or about half cup, and then I like to use chunky peanut butter for the sauce in this recipe. We're going to melt them together, make it nice and smooth and creamy. And then once these two ingredients are incorporated, I'm gonna add in some butterscotch. This is almost boiling. I'll probably turn the heat down just a little. And I don't want it to stick to the bottom, and I'm gonna add in my butterscotch chips, and I just need about half cup of them. While this is on the heat, I'm gonna give it a gentle stir. Make sure every chip is coated with that hot peanut butter and butter. So I have this stirred, it's almost completely incorporated, and I use that chunky peanut butter, so there are of course gonna be big beautiful chunks of nuts in there, and that's fantastic. I want this to cool down just slightly before we pour it over our pizza. And speaking of that, our peanut butter cookie is almost done, and we get to add a super fun next step to it. So I'm gonna check and make sure that it's ready to add our marshmallows. This looks fantastic. It doesn't appear too wet in the center, and it's browning just a little bit over the edges, and I'm adding some marshmallows to the top. All right, this looks pretty great. I'm gonna get it back up in the oven and turn on the broil on high for 2 minutes. And we'll just keep an eye on it to make sure that those marshmallows don't burn. Oh my gosh, it is perfect. Just starting to brown, and they've puffed up beautifully. All right, this is fresh out of the oven. Just gonna slide it onto my serving platter. And now is my favorite part, when I get to pour over that amazing peanut butter butterscotch sauce. And it's going to fill in every nook and cranny and soak into that peanut butter cookie. I'm gonna make sure I get some of those chunks right on top. And it's perfect, the perfect amount. And I'm just gonna let this set for about a minute or so, and then we're gonna dive right in. Trust me, you are gonna wanna head on over to iambaker.net right now and get this peanut butter butterscotch marshmallow dessert pizza recipe.